pro wrestling junkies, and welcome to another episode of Getting to Know a Junkie. Today's junkie's from Ohio, and his name is Josh Ankrom. Josh, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Did you have to work today?
Absolutely. 8 to 5 every Monday through Friday.
Oh my gosh, are you on Eastern Standard Time?
Correct.
Okay. Oh gosh, have you even eaten dinner yet?
Yeah, we actually just finished about half hour ago.
Oh, awesome. So where in Ohio do you live?
I live in East Canton. It's a really it's a small town, about 5-10 minutes from Canton in the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Oh wow! I was going to ask you. So that's not far from you at all. Do you go there often, or is it something you go
Honestly,
to?
I've been in the shop, but I've never actually been to the Hall of Fame itself.
Now, how much does it cost to get into the Hall of Fame?
Honestly, I don't know on the package deals for that. I know they
Okay.
kind of do some specials and things like that, and I think my girlfriend actually has passes through work, or at least she did at one point.
Oh, that's awesome! And what kind of stuff does the store have? Just every
I mean, it's just pretty much
baseball
merch.
fans?
Anything you name it for anything, any football team.
Oh, really? That's amazing. So, is this something that's on your list to one day go to, or is it some? I haven't gone up to this point. I'm not going to probably.
I mean, I'd actually like to go. I'm a pretty big football fan, even though I'm a Houston Texans fan, so it's a little disappointing with all the Watson stuff right now.
Yeah. I just there was something on some Bears site that I just read. It was like some guy they had traded for years and years ago was like, no, you shouldn't give up that many picks for the guy. Like, there's only X number of like awesome quarterbacks in the league.
It's hard to fill a franchise quarterback spot, and I definitely feel that Watson fits that mold. So.
Oh my God, and he's young still. Like, he hasn't hit his prime. Okay, that's a whole other conversation.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry.
You're good.
So where you work, do you have any COVID risk, or do you have to take any precautions?
Actually, I work in a very small shop. There's only me, the secretary, a guy in the back, and then my boss. So there's only 4 of us. So it's pretty easily remain socially distanced and all that. So
and how long have
really
you been
crazy.
at this job?
It'll be 10 years in July.
Oh my God. And you obviously like it there?
Yeah.
Have you threatened to quit ever?
No, not from this job.
Do you have a desk where you work?
I work at a bench.
Okay. Have you ever slammed your fist down and said, I want answers to somebody?
No,
Oliver?
I can't say that I have. Maybe for some other reason, but never for I want answers from somebody.
Okay. I just want to check things out. So, is your town is it a quiet little town?
Yeah, for the most part, it's pretty quiet.
Did you
one
grow
of
up
those
there?
small towns. Yeah, I've been here my entire life. I'm 31, so it's been here a long time. But it's one of those everybody knows everybody in a small town kind of deal.
Is that good or bad?
It has its perks and it definitely has its downfalls.
Now, where I used to live, I would purposely go to Walgreens, pick up prescriptions or anything, 2 towns over, because I hated running into people at the Walgreens in my town.
Mm-hmm.
So do you run into, if you have to go somewhere like that or go to dinner in town, do you run into everyone you know?
Not everyone I know. I mean,
Yeah.
But it's pretty commonplace that at some point during the week you'll see someone, whether it be someone you graduated from high school or a neighbor or something like that.
How big was your high school class?
I want to say there were maybe 60, 70 kids, including myself.
Okay. Did they have a football team and such?
Yeah, they weren't very good at it, but they had football. I did not play football. No organized sports for me.
Okay, that's fine.
I enjoyed sports, but I didn't do the whole organized in the school system part of it.
Well, you're not going to have knee problems or concussion worries.
Right.
One day, I told my kids they can play football in the backyards or the park with their buddies and stuff. I just don't want them putting on pads and a helmet,
Yeah, we definitely did the backyard stuff and all that when I was younger, but
whatever. Circling back, how come you're a Houston Texans fan, especially since they were an expansion team? Relatively.
When they came in as an expansion team, I was actually kind of just starting to get into football. I want to say I was probably 12 at the time.
Okay.
And I wanted to pick a team. I was not going to root for the Browns. I want nothing to do with Ohio sports whatsoever.
Wow.
Whether it be the Buckeyes, the Indians, none of it. I'm good.
Okay.
So I kind of got on the bandwagon with the Houston Texans at that time before they even drafted Derek Carr.
Oh, okay.
which
So
it
that's
was.
actually that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, they were doing. They had just got Tony Boselli from the expansion draft at that time,
Yeah. Did
and
he even
unfortunately, he
ever
never
end up
played a snap.
playing? Yeah, that's
Nope, never
right.
played a.
That's too bad. And what was their running back's name? Because he was from the Bears. I forget.
Oh, the
He had a
running back
decent year
then.
too. I think he went over 1,000 once.
The only running back that I remember from that far back on that team was Steve Slayton from West Virginia, and that was a
Yeah, that's
nightmare.
right. Totally. Oh, that's hilarious. Well, that actually makes perfect sense, and that's a good explanation of why you're there. Okay, but now that you're not, you're very adamant about not supporting any Ohio sports. Did you grow up in a house where that Ohio sports were shunned?
No, not really. My mom, she never really got much into the sports. I mean, if she had boyfriends or something, they'd kind of
Hmm.
watch the game, whatever. I
Hmm.
know I grew up. There was a Steelers fan in the house.
Hmm.
Never was really much for the Pittsburgh Steelers either.
Hmm.
Um, but there was nothing really shunned about it or anything. It's just
Okay.
kind of one of those things for me. The fans are a little obnoxious for me around here. A little too in
Oh,
your face.
yeah, I imagine. I moved to a college town, but it's been, the you guys have that virus, right?
Hmm.
The COVID thing.
I think
Um,
everybody's got that
yeah,
virus
yeah, I
right
think
now.
everyone's starting to get it. I haven't been exposed yet to like the obnoxious, like rooted for, the team, uh, on Saturday mornings and stuff like that, like when
Right.
football Saturdays and like teens being wasted, at 10:30 in the morning.
Freaking, you
Um,
go to a sports bar around here, and if it's a Saturday for game day with a Buckeyes game, everyone will show you that they can spell on a third grade level.
oh, nice. Oh, jeez.
They
That's
love to
gotta be
spell
rough
that
to be
state.
around. Um, okay, so you mentioned you have a girlfriend. Do you guys live together?
We do.
Okay. Are there children running around or
There
crawling
are
around?
two. There is a son and a daughter. The
Okay.
daughter is 16, junior in
Okay.
high school,
Okay.
and the son is 15. He's a sophomore in high school.
Okay. Now, are you thinking to yourself, and maybe they won't even ever see this, that like, are you counting down years to when they're gone?
No, not
Gone
at
is
all.
being out of the house. No.
No, I enjoy having them around. They keep me on
Okay.
my toes.
Okay. Do they have jobs?
No, not yet.
Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. There and you said your oldest was your daughter,
It'd be her daughter actually, but yeah,
oh,
she's 16.
16. She have access to an automobile.
She does not yet,
Nice,
thankfully.
nice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But does she have her license?
She's currently going through that nice transition of doing the whole practice tests and everything to get her temps.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. Um. Oh, another question. Because of how so there's three other people in your home. Are you able to sleep as late as you want on the weekends if you didn't have
Uh,
work or something?
Try to sleep in a little bit, but it doesn't always fit in the
What's
cards. You kind of got
what's
stuff to
sleeping
do.
late for you on a
Uh,
Saturday or Sunday?
Sleeping late for me on a Saturday, Sunday would probably be like 10,
Oh, okay. Well, that's not bad.
which
That's
is
not
not
bad.
bad considering, but
So your town, what's something fun to do? What do you do? Like, if you want to get away from your girlfriend and kids and
if
stuff.
I want to get away and go out, I'll go out and catch a drink with a buddy or
Okay.
catch a ball game.
Do you guys have a movie theater?
Yeah, we do. It's probably like 20 minutes from my house.
Okay. Okay. And what's the closest like big city?
The big city would probably be Cleveland, which is about an hour away.
Okay. Do you go there often?
When I'm hunting action figures, yeah.
Yeah. Have you gotten the AEW figures from Walmart?
Yes, quite a few
It,
of them.
in a Walmart?
Yeah, in a
Now,
Walmart, some from Ringside, but yeah, I've actually been very fortunate compared to some of the other stories I've heard about finding these figures.
yeah. So like every time you go to the Walmart that you got them at, did you get them all at the same Walmart?
No, I've been in a variety of Walmarts. Normally, I'll go though and I'll run a BrickSeek scan, which is an app that kind of runs Walmart's inventory,
Sure.
and they'll say when they have stock, and then I just hope I'm fortunate enough. I try to hit in the morning or right before they close. That's
Oh,
normally when
okay.
they're bringing the pallets out, so you can kind of get them right off the pallet, because otherwise you're not going to get them.
Yeah, I mean, I've never seen one like in the wild.
Right.
Um, so Cleveland, you said.
Yep.
Do you guys ever go into Cleveland?
Yeah, I probably go there when things are going active with the bigger hunts and stuff. I probably go there 2, 3 times a week.
Oh, okay. What are you on the hunt for right now?
Right now it's anything AEW Unrivaled. I
Okay.
collect a set for myself, and then a loose set for myself. I have a mint on card set, and then a loose set, and then I got a godson who's very into AEW, so I
Oh,
have to
wow.
get him a set, and then I have another buddy who is actually into it, so I pick him up a set if I see it as well. So it's kind of, I'm always hunting for something. I
Now,
don't do much of the WWE figures though.
are these part of a larger collection?
Uh, for what they're at now, I want to say since they just released the pre-orders on the fourth set, I want to say we're getting into the high 20s, low 30s.
Okay.
But I mean, with everything I have, I probably have every bit of 50, 60 figures.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, we need to have you on show and tell, obviously. Then.
Oh, it'll be a blast.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Um, growing up as a child, when did you get exposed to wrestling? Was your family into it?
My mom, she would watch it with me. She had a boyfriend at the time. I was real little. I want to say I was 3.
Okay.
Which is odd enough that you can remember something like that. But yeah, I've probably been watching since I was 3 years old, and I'm now 31. So wrestling's just kind of stuck with me ever since. No matter how ridiculous some of these storylines get.
It's always entertaining.
Oh, absolutely. Which, I mean, if you're on the WWE side of things, it's definitely the entertainment business.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like a circus. So when did you start like going to shows?
I've only ever been to actually a handful of shows, but I probably went to my first show when I was probably 14. They had started having them at the time, it was just kind of some independent guys, and they'd get one big name. Like, I remember when I was a kid, they had Mick Foley at the Canton Civic Center, which is like 10 minutes from where I live.
Okay.
And then as it developed throughout the years, they started doing WWE house shows there, and I would go to those. But I've only ever been to a couple Raws, did 2 pay-per-views, and I was actually, me, my girlfriend, and 2 of my buddies went to the first ever episode of Dynamite in Washington, D.C.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool. Do you fly or drive?
We drove. It was a 6-hour trip. One way.
Actually not that bad.
No, not for that experience.
Yeah.
Not at all.
How did you did you get tickets when they went on sale?
Yeah, we got tickets when they went on sale. My girlfriend actually got them for us while she was at work.
Nice.
And once all that, me and our one buddy drove both ways.
Oh, nice.
For some gas.
Do you have to feed this person as well?
I mean, we all kind of just did our own thing for food.
Okay.
We picked up some snacks for along the road, but
Mm-hmm.
kind of did our own thing and just pitched in for gas.
Okay, that's fine. It's all that the driver could ask for.
Right.
So where would AEW or WWE come through? Would they come through Cleveland? Is that the closest show?
I know they did one in Cleveland. I want to say it was the 2 or 3 weeks after the very first show. They did one in Cleveland. They kind of hit the Pittsburgh area.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't able to go to either of those. I really wanted to, but fortunately, just wasn't in the cards at the time.
Yeah.
WWE comes to Cleveland a lot, obviously pre-COVID.
Mm-hmm.
But that'd probably be I know they ventured to Youngstown, which is about the same distance as Cleveland.
Oh, okay.
Cleveland's normally the big draw for them as far as what they would do if they hit in my area.
Got it. And do you remember like the first time you saw wrestling?
I
mean, I know you were so young.
Seeing wrestling was Hulk Hogan and Sergeant Slaughter.
Oh, wow.
That was.
that was from a while ago.
It was a long while ago.
Yeah, totally.
I remember the outcome of the match only because I was a kid and Hulk Hogan lost at the time and I cried. So.
Oh, that's. At
that point, I was a kid, so Hulk Hogan was like, say your prayers, eat your vitamins, brother.
I interviewed Don Morocco last week, and I said to him, and I'd never said it out loud, that the only times I've ever cried in wrestling were one when him and King Kong Bundy attacked Hulk Hogan on Saturday Night's Main Event, and then when Hulk Hogan lost the belt to Andre the Giant on that Friday Saturday Night Main Event.
Yeah.
Those are the only two times I shed a tear.
That's fair.
Have you shed many tears over wrestling?
No. Lots of frustration, but not many tears.
Would you say gallons of sweat?
No. No. Probably not gallons of sweat.
When you were young, did you collect maybe not even wrestling stuff, but anything else?
I mean, I didn't collect really anything. Honestly, I never collected action figures. I mean, I had them when I was a kid, but it wasn't from a collection aspect. It was more to imitate what I saw on TV.
Totally.
But I didn't start collecting anything until this AEW line hit, and then I started collecting the action figures.
Oh, are you
just kind of gone?
Do you do anything over, you buy online?
Buy online from Ringside Collectibles. I do all my pre-orders from there.
Okay.
Especially with the Walmart misery that was.
Did I hear that Target now has them?
They are starting to come into some Targets. I know California got some, recently Minnesota, and a couple other states. They have not hit Targets in my area. They have a shelf tag, but nothing's actually stocked yet. Okay.
Let's come back to wrestling in a little bit. I wanted to ask you about what's a typical evening look like for you? Does it involve a couch and a television and your girlfriend?
Typically, yeah. Come home. I mean, it depends whether or not we have the kids that night. But we'll typically come home, do dinner as a family.
Sure. Who's responsible for cooking?
Normally the girlfriend does the cooking.
Is she a good cook?
She's a fantastic cook.
Blink if she's there and you can't say it.
She's still here.
Oh, no, we're good.
I saw all day.
Okay, we're good. Don't worry. Yeah, you're not getting any trouble here. So she generally makes dinner. Can I ask what you guys have tonight?
We had spaghetti and garlic bread.
Perfect. Okay, and then would she watch, like on Wednesday night? Would she watch AEW with you?
Absolutely, every Wednesday actually.
Was she a fan?
The one who turned her into wrestling.
You converted her
before me.
She had never seen it before?
I wouldn't say she's never seen it. I know her dad had kind of told some stories of wrestling and things like that, of wrestlers he had actually met in person.
Oh, cool.
Kind of at various spots when they were in Indiana and things like that. But as far as watching it and taking a vested interest into it, I was the one who turned her into wrestling.
Well, congratulations, because that's very impressive, and I think that's what all people are looking to do to their spouses who were not wrestling fans. Is she a wrestling fan now? Would you?
Oh,
consider
absolutely. She has. She definitely has her favorites.
Okay.
Some of it vast from mine, and some of it kind of links up with mine. But AEW, she's big into Darby Allin and Luchasaurus.
Okay. Do you guys ever have you guys ever gotten into a fight where you've gone to bed not talking to each other over wrestling specifically?
Not at all.
Okay, good. Have you ever, for fun, I'm not saying that violent, have you ever tried a figure 4 leg lock on her, or any type, like a Boston Crab, or any type of
not yet
hold on her? You might want to think about it.
Fair enough.
I'm just throwing it out there. Not to hurt her.
No, of course not.
Okay. Where was the last place you went on vacation to?
Last place I went on vacation probably would have been a few years ago. I went to California for a video game convention.
Oh, really?
BlizzCon,
How was that?
Actually. It was fantastic. It's BlizzCon, which is basically Blizzard Entertainment, who's the makers of World of Warcraft and StarCraft and all those games, which I was big into World of Warcraft at that time. So me and some buddies. Actually, one of the buddies that I had made the trip to Dynamite with, we had went out there to do that in California with his wife.
Did your girlfriend come?
At the time, she was not my girlfriend.
Okay, so she wasn't there. We got to the bottom of that.
We were not dating at that time.
Got it. So how long were you there for?
We were there for a week.
Oh, wow. Did you drop a ton of money?
Sadly, yes, but it was definitely worth the fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I don't think you could ever go on vacation to a place like that, especially just to not drop a little bit of money.
When was this?
I want to say this was probably 4 years ago.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I haven't been on vacation probably in 4 or 5 years. Do you have anything planned or not because of that virus?
Um, Nothing crazy planned. I know we kind of want to try to do something in the summer with
Oh,
some family,
yeah,
but other than that, nothing.
yeah. Something to look forward to
Kind of
at
hard to
least.
plan anything real crazy right now with this COVID crap.
Do you guys watch anything that non-wrestling? Like, do you have like shows that you watch?
Yeah, we watch The Stand, which is based off the book by Stephen King, which is at CBS exclusive right now.
Sure.
Um, we watch,
Cobra Kai.
yes, love Cobra Kai.
It's such a great show.
We watch The Walking Dead. Looking forward to that coming back at the end of
Yeah,
February.
totally.
We did Game of Thrones, but obviously that's over. We just finished Supernatural.
Oh, okay.
So we got a little bit of everything, but
But in now, prior to COVID, was this? I mean, you'd be doing the same thing anyways, or this more? It's more amped up because you're home more.
I mean, probably home a little more, but I mean, that was kind of the same typical routine as far as
Mm-hmm.
what it was pre-COVID. Just now when I leave the house, I have to wear a mask.
Yeah, totally, totally. I remember I used to see like pictures like of China and people were walking around with masks on all the time. I'm like, why? It's so. I at the time thought like, oh my god, that's so strange. But now it's like so,
Second nature.
Yeah, exactly. Um, okay, so now I want to jump to some favorites here. Who's your favorite wrestler now, and who's your favorite wrestler from the past, and also and you said your girlfriend is Darby Allin, and who else?
Luchasaurus.
Luchasaurus. Okay, let's do you.
My favorite wrestler from the past is Mr. Perfect. Sad he never got a heavyweight championship run. I felt he deserved
Yeah.
it. He was so talented.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, one of the greatest intercontinental champions of all time. But
Oh, for sure.
I definitely enjoyed Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig, whatever you
Mhm.
want to call him. I know some people know him as things different. Today, I'd probably say obviously the Bucks, Kenny Omega. But if I had to pick a favorite, it'd be right now it'd be Eddie Kingston.
Oh,
He's
good
got
one.
great promo work, and that's not one that typically everyone wants to say. So it kind of breaks the mold a little bit.
Yeah, no, I'm saying that's the first time I've heard that answer, and I'm surprised. Like after hearing that, what's the best show you went to?
Best show I went to, and it's probably just because it was the first. It's
Sure.
got to be that Dynamite in DC.
Yeah, yeah.
At least for me. I mean, I went to the pay-per-views, TLC and Fastlane,
Mm-hmm.
which it was when the Fastlane was when Edge and Christian came back to be on. They had the New Day on the Peep Show,
Oh, cool.
and then there was the TLC match between the late Luke Harper and Dolph Ziggler at the time, which was a phenomenal match.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
But as far as like memory's sake and whatnot, as far as experience, I'd probably have to say the Dynamite.
What was the main event that evening?
That would have been the Bucks and Kenny Omega against Jericho and Santana. No, Santana and Ortiz didn't come out till the end. I know it was a 6-man tag, and I can't remember who they faced, but I know it was very short-lived because that was the night the Inner Circle formed.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Moxley took Omega out, which I was a little sad. That was my first time seeing Omega live, and I got about 45 seconds before
Totally.
Moxley took him away.
Well, those are fine answers. I'll say you passed. Would you mind answering, doing a quick "Would you rather" game?
Not at all.
Okay. So the first question is: would you rather have a collection of porn or a collection of fingernail clippings? Your
I'm
fingernail
gonna have to
clippings.
say a collection of fingernail clippings.
Okay. Whatever. Hey, there's no right or wrong answer. All right. We're trying to get to know you. Would you ever run a cockfighting event or a kangaroo boxing event?
Kangaroo boxing event. That
Okay.
just sounds comical.
You don't like poultry?
Nothing against poultry. I love chicken,
checking.
but
Just check.
still got to go with the kangaroo fight.
Understandable. And finally, would you rather watch earwax extraction videos on YouTube or blackhead extraction videos on YouTube?
Oh, Just because it's one of the more popular things, I guess you scroll through would be the blackhead extraction videos.
Yeah, those
So they're
are
a little cringy at times.
they are disgusting. Sometimes I feel like I'm looking at like a mountain range, and then they kind of zoom back, and it's somebody's skin or behind their ear or something. You know?
Right. It amazes me how all that's in there.
Yeah, it's well, you know, I try and counterbalance that with a combination of wet fart prank videos I've been watching a lot, they're amazing, but nothing can top the Karen videos. You know, and they go into the places without the mask, and inevitably
Karens are quite comical.
Yeah, those are always. I try and end my evening every night with one of those, just to go to bed on a humorous note. Josh, thank you so much for coming on. As we talked about earlier, we're going to have to do show and tell, but we can schedule that,
Absolutely.
Obviously off air. But thank you so much for coming on and telling us about yourself and about your girlfriend. She sounds awesome.
Thank you, and thanks for having me.
Oh, it's my pleasure. If you ever have anything bad you have to say about any more Ohio sporting teams, just call me. We'll get you on, and you can announce it to the world.
Awesome. I like it.
Awesome. All right, Josh, take care, and I will definitely be in touch.
Sounds good.
All right, take care. Bye.